Hi, it's Charlotte. I have to do this quickly because I've got a bus to catch in about 10 minutes, but I just thought I'd introduce the vlog before I forget, because yes, this is a vlog. The day that I'm filming this, which you will see in one of these bottom corners, Ashleigh is coming to mine because we have a book festival happening nearby that we can get to. So we're gonna go to that because Samantha Shannon is talking tomorrow, but it like spans the whole weekend. So Ashleigh's coming down today and then we're gonna do that. But we are also gonna be doing some myth take stuff because I'll get into this later when I actually have time. But today we have a Twitter chat, which I know is useless to you guys, but stay tuned for future ones because there will be some in the future, and again, more on that later. But we also have a readathon planned. It's just been announced. I'll leave a link to Ashleigh's announcement video down below and the Twitter and everything, so if you want to check that out, you can. So I'll be going into that again when I have more time, but right now I just wanted to say hello, welcome to the vlog. This is going to be a very bookish weekend. There's a book festival and there's myth take stuff going on, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions regarding myth take, please feel free to shoot them either to me or Ashleigh or the Twitter or whatever. We will answer them and I will give you some more information on the readathon and the Twitter chats later. So yeah, enjoy the following montage. Okay, so I am back. I have collected a friend.
Hi.
Here is the friend. So yeah, good little first day of the little festival thing. It was good. That was words. You shut up.
You need to keep that in, just make going
but yeah, we had a look at some books. I bought one because the whole point of us going to this is that Samantha Shannon's going to be here tomorrow. I don't know if I mentioned that, but guess what this one taught me into buying? Sorry, Ashleigh. In my defence, like,
beautiful.
yeah,
It's amazing.
and I needed a book to be signed tomorrow, and it was £5 off hardbacks for the visiting authors. So I was just like, it's a bit rude not to. So,
And it's priory.
I didn't want to buy the hardback because it's huge, but I need to put it down because it's heavy. But I did that. And then after we bought stuff, Ashleigh bought stuff too, didn't you?
I did. It's a book I already have, so...
In the same vein as Samantha Shannon, but...
Yeah. I got a copy of The Songwriting because I have a Samantha Shannon collection and I don't yet have this one, which is the new paperbacks, and so I got it so I can get it signed.
So yeah, we both got books, and then after that it was really cute. One of the people who's like part of the festival came over and was like, oh, can I just ask you a few questions for a survey? And I just went, yeah, sure, whatever, fine. And then she was just like, oh, how did you meet? Why are you here? And we were just like, oh, well, we're book bloggers and we're here because this is her favourite author. And this, oh my God, she was so sweet, wasn't she, this lady? She just was like...
She was absolutely amazed that we were young people, like, and we'd met over books. And like, just from talking about books online, like, she literally was about to cry.
Yeah.
She just stood there in front of us, just being like, oh my God, that's amazing, I'm so privileged. And we were like...
Just like, no, we are the privileged ones. Yeah, it was just so cute. So we answered a few questions for her. Let slip that, you know, we've got YouTube and everything. And yeah, it was just really sweet to like show to people that young people can read and that like books bring people together. So that was really sweet. But,
cringy part of it.
yeah. Probably later we're gonna talk about some myth take stuff because I know I haven't mentioned it much on this channel and I need to, and I said I would later. But right now we're just gonna like recover a little bit because it's bloody humid outside.
I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna strip off for the vlog.
Oh, this isn't that kind of channel, so I think we're gonna
I mean,
end this here.
If that email that you got the other day is anything to go by, I think it is.
Yeah. For context, I got like a spam. It wasn't even a spam, it was like a legit YouTube email, but someone had used my email address to make a YouTube account, and I don't know how they got it, but they were just like, oh no, we've deleted this because of foot worship and porn. So I was just like, okay, YouTube, this wasn't me, I'm sorry. So on that note, I'll see you later. Okay, so it's now Monday and Ashleigh has gone home, but I've just realised the pair of us never actually sat down to explain the Myth Take Readathon to you, and like, great vlogging from me there, but as I said, I would explain it later. Here we are right now. I'm just going to go over it quickly. Like I said before, there will be a link down below to Ashleigh's announcement video, and there's more information on our Twitter, so feel free to have a look at those, and feel free to ask either of us any questions if you're unsure on anything. We are aware that explaining it verbally can be a bit confusing, and there might be some things we miss just because we're like excited about it and we're trying to get the information out there. So yeah, any questions feel free to ask. But basically we are running a readathon that lasts 2 weeks in August, from Monday the 5th of August to Sunday the 18th of August. I think those are the correct dates. I'll put them on screen for you. But it basically runs from midnight in your time zone to midnight in your time zone on the last day, and basically what you have to do is just read fantasy retellings of myth, fairy tale and folklore. You can basically do whatever you want. If you just want to read some fantasy, then feel free to do that. We do also, however, have a bingo board, which I will insert here probably. So if you want to do the challenges on that, then feel free. There are a total of 9 that you can complete. However, we have done it so that 1 book can equal 3 challenges. That way, if you only read 1 book for the readathon, you can complete a bingo, whether that's horizontal. That's not horizontal, but you know what I mean, whether it's vertical, horizontal, diagonal, you can do that just by reading 1 book because it can equal 3 circles on the board. However, if you want to be ambitious and aim for a full house, then feel free. You could do that by reading 3 different books. You could do that by reading 9 different books. You can do it however you want. That being said, you can also win the readathon by doing it off points. Altogether, the bingo board is worth 100 points. Each circle is worth 10 points, apart from the middle one, which is worth 20, because that is the book of the month for Myth Take. And to win the readathon, you have to get 50 points. Again, you can do this by reading as few as 2 books. If you read the book of the month, then you can get 40 points from that alone, because it can go for the middle circle for the book of the month, which is worth 20 points. You can do it for another one, which is worth another 10, and then finally a third, which is worth another 10. So then you will have 10, 20, 40 because of the doubling up. And then of course, if you read another book, and it can be as short or as long as you want, you'll earn another 10 points, then you'll have 50 and you will win, basically. Ashleigh went over it in a bit more detail in her video, so do watch that if that sounds confusing to you. And then we will both be having recommendation videos and our TBRs going up the week after this. So this is going up on the, I don't know the date, but it's going up on a Friday, and next Friday I will have my suggestions on my TBR, as will Ashleigh, so you can have a look at those and get an idea of what we will be reading and an idea of some books that will fit the challenges. But as I said, you can basically just read what you want, so long as it is a fantasy retelling of myth, fairy tale or folklore. That and the fact that 1 book can equal 3 prompts are the only rules. Aside from that, we don't really care what you do. We've tried to make this as tailorable as possible. So if you want to read 1 book, that's fine. If you want to read 3, if you want to read 4, 5, 6, if you want to read all 9, do what you want. We just want people to join us and enjoy fantasy and myths. So we hope that you do join us, and I hope that I've explained it well enough for you to become interested in this, but the full explanation again is linked down below, so just go and watch that. Feel free to ask us any questions. There will be more information coming next week, and there is more information on the Twitter. We also are planning a Twitter chat for this. We're just not sure which date we want to do that, so stay tuned for dates and information on that. We're probably going to run a poll on Twitter, so I'll leave a link to that. It's just at MythTakeReads, so keep an eye on that if you want to know about the Twitter chat. We've also created a moment for the last Twitter chat that I mentioned at the start of this vlog. In case you missed it, you can go and find it out. It's just the Greek mythology Twitter chat, and it's just a little recap of the questions and some answers that people gave. So if you missed that and you're curious, you can have a read through it. And the book of the month will be officially announced soon, or it might actually be announced before this. I'm not sure. Either way, the book of the month is The Hand, the Eye and the Heart by Zoe Marriott. It's a reimagining of Mulan, except the main character of essentially Mulan is non-binary, and the overall theme for the month is Chinese mythology and folklore. So yeah, that was finally the little update and information about the readathon that I kept promising you from the start of this vlog. I hope that you will join us, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week with my suggestions and TBR for the readathon. Bye!